What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofino1 bringing you guys another YouTube video. And as we all know, this whole quarantine thing is going on and a lot of us are at home. Many people have gotten laid off, etc., etc. However, I want to talk about, are there any positives to this quarantine? You know, a lot of people have been discussing a lot of the negatives and things that they don't like about it, things that it has caused with the world, the economy. But I also wanted to get a chance to kind of shed some light on some of the things that this quarantine has actually, I think, helped out with in other ways. So one thing is saving money. So obviously for those of us that are unfortunately unemployed or furloughed, we're not actually making any money right now, but for those of us that are still working, a lot of people have talked about how they're actually saving a lot of money because, typically on the weekends, people would be going out, they'd be buying stuff, they'd be hanging out with their family, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, whatever. So a lot of people are saving more money since more people are eating at home now due to the fear of going out and, going to a restaurant and picking up food because, you just don't know who is preparing the food. You don't know if that person is sick or not. As we all know, a lot of people are asymptomatic, meaning that they can have the coronavirus, but they don't show any symptoms. So, and also too, even if you do start to show symptoms, you can have it for 2 weeks without even knowing that you have it. I also think another thing is people are actually taking better care of themselves. So I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but a lot of people, and some people are still doing it now, but I don't see it as much. And that is like coughing and covering their mouth. A lot of people would just openly cough and openly pick their nose, just a lot of I think really nasty, disgusting things. I'm seeing a lot more people beginning to, when they're coughing, they actually cover their cough, not with their hand and then touch something, but with their your inner arm, like your forearm, to try to stop it from spreading, or wearing a face mask, to stop maybe if you do have it, or if you're sick or if someone else is sick, it kind of stops that. Things like social distancing, washing your hands. I think people are also washing their hands a lot more in general, which most people should have been doing, but I think more people are doing it now because of this pandemic. The other thing is I think people are also getting a chance to sit back and relax and kind of reevaluate themselves. Like a lot of people I know have been maybe taking classes or, researching things or looking at the stock market, actually getting a chance to try some of their hobbies, do things that maybe they really wanted to do or never had the chance to do because, they were always working. It was always the hustle and bustle. Now things have kind of slowed down. So people do have the opportunity to actually try those things because they have the time, or maybe they're working from home. Another thing is, since people are working from home, this is also helping ozone layers. So, like a lot of toxic, so when you drive a car, anything, your car releases, fuel, like it releases toxic gas into the ozone. So because of that, a lot of people not driving, that has reduced a lot of the pollution within the ozone. So we're actually helping the earth. A lot of stuff has went kind of back, that we were in a danger zone has went back because of people not being out as much. I know someone had made a comment saying we need to quarantine in general every year for a couple weeks just to try to help level out the world. And so in some ways that is a positive thing. Another thing is I also believe a lot of people have gotten closer to their families because of this, because they're home. So people are having to discuss more and talk about things, or, play board games, find different ways to keep yourself entertained and educated, interactive. So I also think it has made people more close to their family and also just enjoy the simpler things in life. Like, it's crazy. I was talking about this the other day with one of my friends. You really appreciate just being able to go out, going out to the park, things that maybe as you get older, you say, oh, that's, I'm not really into going to the park anymore. But now going out for a walk, going out for a bike ride, keeping your social distancing with other people, but actually being able to go out into the world and just get some fresh air is nice. Going to the grocery store, although I bought enough groceries and I really don't like going to the grocery store anymore, but I'm saying just being able to do that, those are things that's like, oh wow, this is actually really, really refreshing. Gas prices have went down significantly. So I know for me, I hardly spend any money now to fill up my tank. So there are some pros to this. Obviously, people dying and getting infected is not a pro, but I'm just saying that there have been some pros to this. I think a lot of time we focus all on the negatives and we don't think about any of the positives that have came out from this situation. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts about this video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Finn Army.